Oh, are you recording?
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Oh, it's not up here. It's up there.
Oh.
You don't gotta look over there.
Oh.
You can look at me.
Okay.
Don't get distracted. What's your name?
Auvia. Chase Auvia, suppose.
You okay? You kind of twitchy.
Hungry.
You nervous? Oh, if color was a place, where would you be right now?
Now I'm gonna change my answer.
Change your answer?
Hawaii.
Yeah, okay. Why
Blue.
Hawaii?
So you said if color was a place, where would I be? Should I say the color first or the place?
It don't matter.
Blue, Hawaii, because it looks really beautiful. I've never been. And I don't know. I really just want to get out of the States right now. The States are not feeling very friendly these days.
You said exactly that the same last time.
There's no way.
You don't like the States.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, no.
Why do you hate the States?
I don't hate the States, but do I think the States are the best place in the world? Absolutely not. I won't agree to that.
Like at all?
Not at all, actually. Mm-mm.
All right. First question on the board. Do you believe love at first sight?
I believe, yeah, I do. I think it's a possibility. Do I think that something else will always come from that? Not necessarily, but I believe it's possible, yeah.
Have you ever experienced it?
Love at first sight?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've experienced what I thought was love at first sight. No, that was not it. Actually, a little bit. I think so.
Describe that feeling.
It's like a weird familiarness. It's like you look at a person and you already love them. You literally don't know who they are, but you look at them and you're like, oh, wow, like,
I can see myself.
you know, it's like really like, wow, you could come up to me and ask me to like, I don't know, ask me. Yeah, like, I don't know, like, it's not even like an attraction thing. It's like you could ask me to help you. Like, you could tell me that you need me to take you somewhere, or like that you need a shoulder to cry on, or like you need advice, and I would literally just be like, yeah, like, come on, like, what do you need? Like, I would sit up with you all night and talk. Like, I don't know, I feel like that's like love at first sight, like an overwhelming familiarness and comfort, feeling of comfort. It's like, wow, where you been at all my life?
So you said you experienced it before, right?
I feel as though I have, but at the same time, I don't always trust my own judgment because of other not so good situations.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I would say I think so. I feel that.
Are they still in your life now?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if somebody did something like bad where you had to like cut them off or something like that, do you think that people can change and come back to your life, or?
Oh, you can change, but I don't know if you're going to come back over here because, I don't know, it's always been really hard for me to, I guess, backtrack or allow people to come back after I cut them off.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
is it because they have to do something irredeemable, or is it because like you messed up and that was your last kind of thing?
it's like in my mind it's irredeemable. But if I was to say to someone else, they may feel like that's something that's worth working on. But I feel like I have really like no patience for certain stuff, because when I get to a certain level of vulnerability, I can be very easily manipulated. Like, once I'm already very close to you, it's very easy. Like, you can ask me for anything. I'll pretty much do just about anything for you because I care about you in a certain capacity. And that's just the type of person I am when I care about you in a certain capacity. So I feel like after you've done something to me and I've showed you a certain, I guess, soft or vulnerable side of me, I can never show you that same side again, because now I'm always going to go back to what you did before. If it pushed me to the point of cutting you off, then I don't think I'll be able to, at least in a romantic sense. Like, with friends,
It don't really have to be romantic. Probably
I feel like it's different.
Like a friends kind of perspective.
I feel like with friends it's a little different, because you may do something that I need to cut you off in the moment for, but that may be like you're with a partner that's not good for you and it's trickling over into our relationship. But when you are no longer with that partner, as long as you didn't do anything, crazy or disrespectful, then yeah, we could reconnect, we could talk, we could grow our friendship again, because the issue was them, not really you or us, But I feel like with romance it's different, because if I cut you off as a romantic partner, it's probably because you did some kind of crazy, like whether it was disrespecting me or not showing up for me or cheating on me. We're not even gonna, there's no, yeah, that's not even a conversation. So yeah,
It's just end.
yeah, go to hell. Yeah.
Now, following the previous question before that, at what moment do you feel like you were most loved, like in general?
In general, like I was most loved.
Going to the park. Maybe it was going to see your favorite movie in theaters with somebody that.
I felt most like in my entire life.
Whatever you can think of, like off the top of your head.
I get really bad migraines, to the point where like they kind of blind.
You get those too?
Yeah.
I feel
No, like I can't see. Like it blinds me. So like, it's kind of how I can tell when the migraine is coming on, because my vision starts getting spotty, and then I have to pull over.
I would like start realizing myself.
Listen, my arm gets numb. Like I can't. So that shit is scary.
I was like, oh shit, I gotta take something.
You know what I'm saying? And like I've had prescriptions for different migraine medicine. Like I've had my head scanned, like, but they always tell me like they don't know what's going on or there's nothing going on. And there was a particular night I was supposed to be going out with my sister. I was supposed to be meeting her somewhere. And the person that I'm dating, or was dating at the time, whatever, they happen to live in the city. So I happened to be passing by their house, and literally the migraine starts coming on. Like there was no migraine before I left the house. Well, there's a slight migraine, but I'm kind of crazy. And I was like, you know what? It's okay. I'm still going to go out, because it wasn't a migraine yet. You know when you get like that small little like kind of like it kind of hurts, but it's going away. Yeah, so I was like, it's fine. Like, fuck it, I'll be fine. We already bought the tickets. I get to driving. My hand starts going numb. I'm like, oh, wow. I actually cannot do this. Yeah. And just so happened, I happen to be by their exit and my vision starts going out. So I got off on their exit and I went to their apartment complex, because I know there's a garage in there. And literally by this time, my vision was halfway like gone. Like I could barely see. And it makes you really disoriented too. So like I didn't even know where I was. Like I drove to the wrong floor and I ended up parking there. But long story short, I ended up calling them, telling them as well as my sister, because I didn't know, what to do. And my parents I believe they were out of town at this point. And this person, they were at work actually at this time, but they actually ended up leaving work, coming home, picking me up, taking me to the hospital, and then sitting in the hospital with me all night. And we weren't even like official or like, necessarily like locked in, I guess. And I don't know, I guess in that moment I felt like I feel like I felt more love than I've ever felt in a romantic situation. Or yeah, that's the first thing that I guess came to my mind, because I think about that often. Like that's something that I feel like I would do for another person without a second thought, but that's not something that I just have people doing for me. Yeah, people don't really do for me the way I do for them. So I guess I felt really loved in that moment. It was cool. Yeah.
Who are your role models?
My role models?
You can do family members and
yeah, first what I thought about was definitely my grandma. My mother's mother is one of my favorite people in the world. She's just like such a resilient person, and it's like talking to her and growing closer to her over the years and just learning so much about her life, her personal life, what she had to go through to raise my mother, my uncles on her own. A single mother with 4 children is not something easy. And then that's just, one of the things that she went with.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, like, one of many things. She's very resilient. She's still always very positive. Like, all she does is still try to uplift everybody. And I can tell that she doesn't always, show everybody what she's feeling. I feel like she's definitely one of my role models to just continue to keep going and keep pushing and advocating for yourself, because she's also very headstrong, very much do what she want, and you're gonna want to listen to her. Not a lot of people defy her. My mom and my dad, I would say they're also role models to me. They both work extremely hard. Like, they both came from not, the easiest setup, I guess, growing up. That doesn't mean it was terrible, but they both had to go through certain things that I've never had to experience, and I am grateful that I have not had to experience it. And they both just continue to work so hard, like, all the time. And I just feel like, well, if they can do it, like, there's no reason why I shouldn't be doing, the same thing in a certain sense. So, yeah.
So you don't got any non-family members that you look up to?
I mean, those are just the first that came into mind. Non-family, I don't know. Nobody really comes to mind. Like, there's nobody that I guess I just, yeah, like, and it's not, and there probably is someone, but it's no one that just comes to mind. Like, I don't know, Rihanna, love her, she's great. I feel like she's very herself, very out loud about being herself. This guy, go get in the cage, bye, you're uninvited, go. Anyways, Rico Nasty as well as Rihanna. So I'll say both of them are like celebrities that I would quote unquote look up to. I feel like they're both very out loud with being themselves and unapologetically themselves, and they fill spaces that may not necessarily welcome them at first, but they end up welcoming them because, I mean, you just can't, like, how can you not love them? Like, I don't know. I love people who are themselves despite another person's perception or the way they receive them, or even if they, I don't know, even when people do not respond the most positive way, like still just showing up as yourself. I really admire that in the both of them. And Rihanna, I think she's very smart and a businesswoman. And I also like to, pride myself on being intelligent, and I have businesses that I would like to get to a certain point. So I don't know, I feel like they're both really good role models that are not, I guess, my family. It's in your hand.
Huh? No, I have thought of a question. Damn.
Sorry.
At what age did you start trying to, like, actually becoming yourself?
In what way? Like
being fully confident.
Fully confident? Yeah. I feel like I came into, like, my confidence for real, like, when I graduated high school. And
damn, high school?
I mean, like,
middle school or like high school, after high school?
I feel like graduating high school, or at least like my senior year of high school, I feel like I really started, I don't know, I feel like it started maybe probably like 15, 16, because that's when I started modeling. That's when I first started my clothing brand. That's when I start being more, I guess, out loud about who I am. So kind of sort of 15, 16, started expressing myself out loud more. But as far as really feeling it internally, like being internally confident and actually feeling the way I look, I feel like that started after high school. Like, because there are things that happened during that time that I feel like prevented me from really seeing myself, or people, I should say, that prevented me from really seeing who I really am and my full potential. And I feel like once I got out of high school and I had to kind of live in the real world a little bit, and I don't know, I started noticing just how much I really do and just how great I really am, I guess. Like, I feel like the more I mature, the more I realize how much love I deserve from myself. And I feel like, I don't know, probably like 18, I started being like, oh, like, you kind of cool, like, you cute and you cool, like, you should kind of, like, pour into that a little bit more and, like, encourage yourself a little bit more, because despite what people think, like, I used to have a real big issue with, like, insecurity, and every now and then we all still are insecure, but it took a long time, I feel like, for me to be this fully confident. I've always had a little bit of confidence, but, like, this full, like, now I feel like I'm at a point where, like, I don't really care what anybody says, it's like your opinion doesn't matter anymore. Yeah.
How do you measure success?
I feel like success is what you believe it to be and what you make it.
What about you?
for me, success is comfortability, happiness, and being able to help others. Like, feel like when I'm in that position where I'm already doing what I want and what I need for myself, and it's supporting my life, supporting my lifestyle, whatever I may want that to be. But I'm in a position to also put others onto new things or help out my family or friends. Like, I don't know. I feel like when you're in a position to give back, I feel like that's success to me. Because you've gotten so much that you're able to share it and give back with other people. Which I feel like we should all do. But, you know, some people are stingy.
Next question. Do you read?
I do read.
What book have you been recently reading?
I'm glad you asked.
Uh-oh.
Where's my book? Oh, would you mind handing me that? So, my most recent book has been Conquer Your Karmic Relationships. The Demon Slayer's Handbook series. This is a series, but this is my first book that I've read out of the series. And it's said to heal spiritual trauma, to open your heart and restore your soul. This is like my favorite book right now. Really into that self-help, self-discovery type of stuff.
How did you even get the book?
How did I get it? Bought it.
Okay, not
Oh.
like if you stole it. I'm talking about like.
So I was in this,
kind
kind of, sort of. I was with a friend who I'm not friends with anymore because they're crazy. No, it's okay, you know.
Can't change?
No, not that one. But no, they were really cool at the time, and I enjoyed the times we had. But they showed me this cute little spiritual shop, basically, and we were there. We were both looking around, and this book, I was looking on the shelf of books to try to find me a new book because I had just finished my other one. And I don't know, my hand just stopped on this book, and it felt like it was calling to me. So I read the preface, and it sounded like it was pretty good. And when I started reading it, I was like, oh, wow, this is really good. Like, this is kind of what I feel like I need to hear right now.
What got you into reading? What got you into reading?
Being in school, really. I've always, liked reading, though. Like, I've always been really good with reading and writing. Literature, ELA, that's always been, like, my favorite subject. So, I feel like I've been reading pretty much forever. And also just, the urge to know more. I have been told I can be a know-it-all. I do disagree, but I do have this, consistent urge to know more and to learn more and to, I guess, gain as much knowledge as possible. And I feel like reading is one of the best ways to do that, especially in the age of the internet. I do prefer books. Like, I like to feel the pages and, touch the words. I don't know. Something about a physical book feels different, but I feel like I've always been a reader. I just like to know stuff, essentially. Testing.
Still too late for tech. Anyways, considering that the goal of the podcast that you kind of started is to talk about real life.
Yeah.
What do you think is the takeaway that you want people to have
from
the podcast?
The takeaway, I really just want people to remember how, human we all are. Especially in the age of our internet these days, I feel like we are all so very damaged in a lot of ways that we don't really acknowledge or face. And it ends up damaging our relationships with the people that we actually care about, or, just stopping us from growing in a way that we could if we were to just face it, acknowledge it, process it, so that we can remove it, but in a healthy way. I just want people to remember that you're all human. We're all human. Those thoughts that you feel like you should never say out loud, or you never want to let somebody know that you feel that type of way, I want this to be a space where you do let us know how you feel, and you find other people that feel the same way as you. I just want people to remember that we're really all one. We're all the same. And we should love more. We should love a lot more than we do. And we should be a lot more compassionate about certain things. So Just want people to remember that they're human and that they need each other, despite what the internet or anybody else has convinced you. Please get down, ma'am. Please. Okay. My daughter. All right.
Oh, we're not done.
Oh.
All right, so this is gonna be like a time capsule. I
Okay.
did this last time. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm starting something new.
Okay.
It's gonna be a time capsule. So, if older you get sad, what do you want to tell her?
Who?
If older you get sad.
Oh, if she gets sad.
Yeah.
Just remember how far you've come, and you'll be okay. Like, you're gonna get sad because it happens to you a lot, but remember how sad you used to get versus how sad you are now, and remember the way that you used to cope versus the way you cope now. Like, you're so much better, and you don't like to go backwards in general, so don't go backwards with yourself, you know? Keep going forward, and this too shall pass, essentially. Like, you will be okay. May not feel like it, but you will be okay, because she can be a bit dramatic, so gotta let her know to calm down every now and then.
So, like, this is since it's a time capsule, you want to update her on what life is now?
Should I update the younger me?
No, we gotta update older you on what life is now.
She knows already if she's older.
What life is now.
What it is now?
Because you don't forget about all the little intricate... You know
Oh.
what's
I mean, right now, life
You
is...
gotta look at her.
Oh. Okay.
So disrespectful.
Right now, you are in a real, like, point of discovery. You are moving in a lot of different directions, as always, because you do too much, but you are making waves. Like, all the work that you put in at a young age, it will pay off, and it is paying off. And hopefully by this time, you got more money. But... and not just money, like more peace, more happiness, and hopefully by this time we have executed the idea that we have in our head. But right now you are working on that execution very diligently. And you're putting in the time, you're putting in the work. You're pretty happy. You got a cute little job. You got big plans. You got a lot going for yourself right now, but you know, you're going to keep going, and you'll have more. But life is good right now. You can't complain right now. You're pretty happy right now. I'm pretty good, you know.
Do you have any goals for her?
Goals? Stop playing. Drop the clothes. It's quite annoying. It's been 5 years. Get over it. Drop the clothes, buy that property. Yeah, sell that property also. You know, model in Paris. You know, we've done New York. Paris is next. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going back to New York, but let's see what Paris is like. You know, shoot for the stars.
Okay.
Get that AMG also. Get that.
Right.
I kind of want it.
All right, give my outro.
Your outro?
Yeah.
I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl in the world. Oh. Fuck bitches, get money. Also, live, laugh, love. Continue to love those around you and pour into those who pour into you. Stop being so nice to everybody. They don't deserve it, despite what people tell you. Some people you should be mean to. And that is all. Yeah, y'all stay up, stay blessed, and keep God first. The world is ending. Huh? Shout me out.
Say bye.
Oh. Bye. Have a beautiful time. Fucking traitors. Huh?
What?
Nothing. We're all friends.
Let's smile again? Alright. Don't
seduce my camera.